Hello everybody, welcome back as ever to Dungeon Maker here on the World of Madness server overlooking our wonderful little island. And today we're actually going to be doing a whole bunch of building work because my plan is to make a start on the first actual households here so that we can actually have people moving in and not just like dodging the rain every time, every night pretty much. I have also corralled all of the sheep on the island, and I have been breeding up some lime and some green, which should hopefully be close enough to grass tone, especially around here, that we can use that over on the Catspaw Island with a lighthouse to just try and make a bit more aesthetic kind of mob-proofing than what we currently have, which is just a bunch of torches strewn across the place. And the main thing that has happened since last time is, over here. You probably spotted this just quickly in the intro. This monstrosity. Here we have a full 4-tier beacon platform. And this is so messy. It is literally, pretty much with the exception of a couple of emeralds, this is literally very much nearly the entirety of my entire resource base. Mate, how you doing? And consequently, I'm a little broke at the moment as long as this is in place. But we're gonna get this in place, and we're gonna try and see about getting some instant mining, which would hopefully make getting stones and whatnot for this building project easier, because we can just swing wildly underground and we'll never have to worry about missing anything. Oh yeah, it also turned out we actually got 2 Wither Roses, so presumably a couple of fish or a couple of squid got blown up by the Wither and that made that, because apparently that's what works. But anyways, beacon. Hooray. So let's plonk this down and see what that does. We're going to start out today by digging out, assuming this works, we're going to start out by digging out the iron mine tunnel, leading to about 32 blocks or so before here, which should be at about y equals 31, and that should be the level where our villagers need to go for iron farm to work without interacting with any of the villagers here. Here's a hoping, but anyways, here we go. And, hey! That's probably fine. Okay, so, with that, I don't have anything on me to actually, like, power it. It's always weird to me that you have to pay the beacons to work, but what you pay them with doesn't really matter in the slightest bit. So, that's an odd thing. But anyways, let's set this to haste, and then we should, be able to, let's see, where are you? Resistance, haste. Okay, haste 2. You won't, what? Why can I not, huh? Oh, okay, I can, it's just being very strange. Apparently. There we go. Okay, and haste 2 enabled. Grand. Okay. Also, it has a lot more noises than I remember it having, so this is interesting. Okay, so in here's where we're going to be putting our iron farms. Let's see. Oh, that is fast. Okay, well, let's just see if we can dig down here a little bit. Oh, what we got here? Hang on a second. Okay, well, firstly, little water pond that has evidently never seen my touch, and an emerald block? Why the heck? Okay, yeah, you know, I'm just sort of getting the hint that this island is a little weirder than I maybe have than I may have previously estimated. I mean, it was covered in mushrooms. That probably shouldn't have been like a huge surprise to me. But But anyways, I'm going to get Remember Cam on, and we'll have ourselves a quick little diggy time lapse. Catch you all in a mo. Well, there's always a problem, isn't there? Okay, well, the haste is working beautifully. I am very much enjoying. Let this here just for the time being. Weird. And I'm very much enjoying just sort of plowing through the terrain, just more moving my cursor in circles and just... Hello? Kitty cat? Hello? Come on. These guys have been popping up all around the island, and I genuinely couldn't tell you from where, but I digress. So, yeah, we're just moving down here, and I am going to smooth this out, make it much easier to walk down and whatnot, and here we have the area where we will build our subterranean iron farm. But there is another problem, which is I kept hearing zombies. So I came over here to discover an entire ravine, and pretty much all of it, or at least a decent chunk of it over in that direction, is outside of our mushroom biome. And that means, as you can see, things spawn. And evidently because of the local difficulty, a lot of them are actually willing to pick stuff up and just never despawn. So we need to light this up, because otherwise this is going to get really painful. But... do you mind? I'm kind of busy over here. I guess on the bright side, we know where we're getting our zombie. The zombie for this particular farm is going to be very easy to come by, I think. Oh, and there's even slimes down here. Oh, that's going to make things even harder. Huh. Right, well, I will get to this, and I will show you guys the completed iron farm in a hot second. There. Be gone. Yeah. That wasn't who I was aiming for, but fine. There. Your fancy trousers did heckle. And there we go. Okay, so... we have this functioning nicely down here. I've lit up the entirety of this ravine, so now I more or less just need to worry about golems... oh, apparently I've missed a spot. I more or less just need to worry about golems showing up in some place where they shouldn't be. There should be no way that any additional zombies can wander in here and get to those villagers at all. And they... I might need to change this up a little bit. I'm not sure if they're 100% being triggered as quickly as they could be. I always feel weird about saying that word these days, but nonetheless. But as we can see, this is in fact getting golems, and it is in fact shoving them into lava, and rendering them into products, I guess would be the phrase. It doesn't have a collection system just yet. I'll get on that after this, I think, just as a little thing between episodes. Just wanted to make sure... oh, I love that. Just wanted to make sure I actually had this up and running, and also that it would actually run, because I had no idea if this would run properly underground, if I'd have to encase a whole bunch of, if I would have to, like, pour cement into a whole bunch of caves, basically. But this appears to be working just fine. Hurrah. So, with that in mind, we now have a iron farm that will actually run 24/7, has absolutely no reliance on me being nearby or anything. It's just mob AI, so as long as the mobs are alive and the chunks are loaded, this should continue to produce iron for us, which means it's a lot more active than our other one upstairs, which is of course quite passive, and that's just to keep the population on the streets down. But speaking of the streets, we have another thing to do today, and that is to actually build some houses. So I'm gonna try and keep these... oh yes, I'm probably gonna be naming you Jess. Yeah, Jess of the Mines. Yeah, the Mine Cat. Anyways, so yeah, we're probably gonna try and keep this like first couple maybe houses similar in style, at least, to our cottage here. I don't think it's gonna be identical. I also don't think they're going to be, like, of similar scale, because it took me, like, 2-3 episodes just to get the cottage done. But, you never know. You never know. But, I'll have a little kip, and we'll get to work on those. Well, it has taken quite a bit longer than I had originally estimated, I will grant that, but at long last, we have some housing. Now, it only fits for 3 people currently. There's not really all that much in the way of, like, everybody getting a spot. This is very much first come, first served kind of housing. And the interior leaves a little bit to be desired. I'll probably work on this a bit more off camera. But our different houses all have a crafting table, they all have a furnace, and they all have a bed. And that should be... mind your business. That should be enough for these to count as houses, and moreover, they're relatively nice houses, I think. These are significantly... these are definite significant improvements over most villages that you're likely to find. And look, there's even, like, nice views. Like, you can see the entirety of Cat's Paw Lighthouse right there. That's beautiful, that's pretty. And of course, the foxes are utterly adoring around here. They're just roaming all over these places without a care in the world. I might want to fill in here just so nothing gets caught in there, because if it goes in there, it's going to be stuck for a while. But I'm not 100% certain who's moving in here first. Yep, hey there. Oop, and who do we have here? Oh yes, I forget. I keep forgetting that that's the noise that they make. Are you heading to bed? Or are you... yeah? No? Okay, right. Well, everybody else is headed to bed, at least. So, let's finish off with just a quick check of how our brand new iron farm has been doing, and see whether or not I need to move this beacon now. So blip, up. Okay, that's gonna take some getting used to. Maybe I probably need to build an actual entrance to this, like something that looks a bit more like a mine entrance. Hey, Jess. Hey, weird emerald block underground. It's not the only one I found, it's just the only one I left in place. I did connect to a pre-existing tunnel over here because I heard zombie moaning, and apparently the ocean biome starts just over here, so I figured that was probably worth investigating and lighting up. It's not really a huge need for us because our mob spawn rates are pretty constant, but you know, the more that we get rid of around the island, the better Cat's Paw Lighthouse works. Not that it needs to work much better, that's for sure. So, we should be working just fine down here. I do need to, I think, spruce up the villagers, give them, like, maybe yellow leather helmets as, like, work helmets or something. And probably do the same with the zombie, maybe call that Foreman or something. But let's see just how much iron we have developed. Just in the time that I've been working on that. Oh, there's some more coming in. Wait for it. And there we go. Okay. And our survey says... Oh. Oh, I like you guys. You guys are being very productive. Oh, the foreman is, like, a torturer, but nonetheless, like, just... Oh. Okay, yeah, that should tide us over for a little bit. But okay, from here in our new iron mine, and with the brand new houses in place, I'll catch you all as ever next time. Your eyes are getting heavy. Your mind is feeling clouded. The sound of my voice is relaxing you. You feel an urge to support this and other content I produce by going to patreon.com/lying, where you can pledge and receive fun rewards for your obedience. You will remember to support patreon.com/lying.